just so you know. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit. We just wanna get lit.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On play action, Lawrence. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Herbert now. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. A quick throw, but
about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st down, Justin Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Herbert, quick pass out wide. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of, until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Here's Kareth White on the return.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
ETN on the toss right.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. Now it's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
14's the mic. 14's the mic. Hey, Foxtrot.
Lawrence will throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
44's the mic. Check. And here you go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Open man is Ross, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Herbert back to the air. Got a man open. It's Ross. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and goal from the 1. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Jags are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half.
Sterling Hawkwictor set to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Clay Brooks to return it.
So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Chargers.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Clay Brooks to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This is Shenault on the receiving end.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's the mic. 40's the mic. Hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. 70 Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 36 yards.
And the Chargers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Jaguars 14. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Mike 14. Mike 14.
Now Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On first down, Justin Herbert flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence.
And Chark calls it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's brought down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Six yards left on second down. Again, it's Lawrence. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Herbert's throw there into the hands of Ross. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. On the return, here's White. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Oh, nice move in midfield. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?